Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the first, let me introduce myself. My name is Alfinah Darmayanti and I'm from English Education Department. So before I explain my proposal, I want to say thank you very much for Bapak Dr. Abdul Aziz MAG as a rector of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. And second, I want to say thank you very much for Bapak Dr. Muhammad Abdul Islam MPD and Mr. Bani Hamdani as my first advisor and my second advisor that always guiding me every day and every single time for finishing my proposal. And the last one, I want to say thank you very much for myself that always period and struggle for finishing this proposal. So right now I want to explain my proposal. The under title is Indonesian EFL's Student Perceptions on Holotalk Applications and Fostering Speaking. Okay, for the first, I want to explain about background of the study. Yeah, as like in the slide. On the slide, speaking is one of the most important language skill to master in communications, especially in learning English. Yeah, as we know, right? Speaking is really important in learning English, right? Yeah, because speaking is for communication with other people. And then Nakala showed that there were challenges in English speaking. First, students were afraid of making mistakes, and second, the students felt shy when they talk in English as well as they felt not confident. And as this found that the students are having difficulties such as grammar, pronunciations, and many others. And many receptions from the researcher right here on the slide, right? When discussing English speaking courses, students need supporting media. Learning English using technology or application is considered better because it can improve our language skill, especially in speaking skill. Researcher choose HelloTalk because the HelloTalk application is widely known by learners, especially English learners. And the HelloTalk applications also can play a crucial role here by providing authentic learning materials, connecting learners to native speaker, communicators, and many others. And based on the background of the research that is mentioned above, the researcher conducted the research about English speaking skill with the title Indonesian EFL Student Perceptions on HelloTalk Application in Fostering Speaking. Okay, the next slide is about focus on study. So as we know, in this research, the researchers focus on the first, Indonesian EFL Student Perceptions on HelloTalk Application in Fostering Speaking, and the second, the subject of this research is undergraduate students, and the object of this research at Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. And next, objective of the research, this study aims to find out the student perceptions on using HelloTalk application in fostering speaking of Zainul Hasan Islamic University. And then next, about significance of the research. There are several significant, and right here there are three subjects of this research. They are university, researcher, and school. University, the result of this study can be used as a reference for learning public speaking. And for the researcher, the result of this study are expected to be a useful tool and also can help researcher to find out Indonesian EFL student perceptions. And for the school, the result of this study can provide knowledge to teachers and students about the students' perceptions, more specifically for teaching staff to create more of this. Okay, next slide about previous study. The previous studies mentioned there are several common themes and areas of focus despite differences in their specific research objective and methodologies. Yeah, one prominent similarity across these studies is the recognition of the importance of speaking skill in language acquisition and proficiency. And then the researcher chose previous journal as a guide in making this research. However, there are differences used in this research, including differences in the applications or social media use, differences in research locations, and differences in research object that will be studied. Okay, for the capture 2, there are review of related study. Right here, there are definition of speaking and mobile learning. Speaking is a time-consuming process involving internal reflections. Writers may differ in the time they allocate for thinking before creating an initial draft. But mobile learning encompasses the acquisitions or refinement of knowledge and skill through the utilizations of mobile technology. And the scope of this research, mobile learning is distinctly associated with the use of the HelloTalk applications. Okay, next slide about mobile technology and the HelloTalk. Mobile technology, it encompasses a wide range of portable devices that facilitate learning and information retrieval. But HelloTalk, according to Rivera, described HelloTalk as a conversation-based mobile-assisted language learning application that is tailored to foster cultural immersion, language acquisition, and practice. Yeah, that is a HelloTalk. I mean the definitions of HelloTalk and the perception of the another perceptions of HelloTalk. Okay, next slide or another capture, that is capture 3, they are research design. So in this research, the researcher chose descriptive qualitative research. Yes, we know qualitative descriptive research that aims to describe and investigate a phenomenon in the social environment, particularly focusing on the experiences of college students in learning speaking through HelloTalk. And next slide is about data collections. Data collection method may involve like interviews, surveys, or observations and documentation. The next slide is about data analysis. For the first, right here there are 3. For the first, data reductions, and the second, data display, and for the last is conclusions. So for the first, data reductions, the reduction process is the first phase. It is possible to do as soon as the data is obtained. So the second is data display. The data must then be displayed in the second phase. The information is organized more precisely. And the last one is about conclusions. The process of complicating is the final phase. The structure of the student fair and speaking English was discovered by researchers, flowing data based on theory and supported by data and information from the examinations of student responses to interviews. Researcher will conclude the anxiety component. Okay, I think that's all from me, and I'm so sorry for having a mistake. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.